4 separate experiments consisting this written by John M. Becker, published last week. I have the link, but I don't have what the link points to. I'm sorry, I can't identify the publication. 4 separate experiments consisting of an average of 160 college students each were conducted in the U.S. and Germany. And bottom line, people who sit around and think about gays all the time and describe themselves as hating gays, as homophobic, or not liking gays, or being afraid of gays, are gay. And they're fighting it. Netta Weinstein, who was a lecturer at the University of Essex, this is a separate study that was done in the UK, says, quote, individuals who identify as straight, but in psychological tests show a strong attraction to the same sex, may be threatened by gays and lesbians because homosexuals remind them of similar tendencies within themselves. And speaking of Rick Santorum, he has said, he just came out an hour or so ago and said that he is not going to be continuing his presidential campaign. He's putting it on hold. The implicit reason is that his youngest daughter got sick and it's just too much and all this kind of stuff. I would say the explicit reason is that he has made his point. He's the last man standing before Mitt Romney. He's the number 2 guy, and therefore in 2016, he'll be the presumptive number 1 guy. And to Rick Santorum, I say, good luck with that, because Jeb Bush is going to be all over you. And Marco Rubio is going to be all over you. And et cetera, et cetera. And homophobia is not going to play as well in 2016 as it did in, you know what, back 6 years ago, I guess it was, the Santorum, 4 years ago, whenever it was, the Santorum overwhelmingly lost his U.S. Senate seat in Pennsylvania. I find this just absolutely fascinating. There was another study. This corroborates a study that was done back in 1996 by Dr. Henry Adams at the University of Georgia, where they wired up men, their apparatus, to a machine that measures expansion, and showed them straight porn and gay porn. And the people who were not homophobic, this was all people who said that they were straight, right? People who are like you know, I don't sit around. I have gay friends. I don't sit around thinking about what they're doing, what are they like, what are they up to, or people who are not, you know, who I don't know who are gay. It's like it doesn't occur to me to think about it. It's like live and let live. And I think that's true of most people. But there are people like Rick Santorum who sit around all day long and go, there's gay people who want to get married. We got to do something about this. Oh, look at, I wonder if that couple there is gay. Look at, there's 2 men walking down the street. Keep watching. They might touch their hands to each other. You know, I mean, there's actually people who just kind of obsess on this stuff. Who, if you ask them, they'd say, oh, I'm totally straight. Larry Craig. Rick Santorum. I mean, these guys, every hair is in place. Well, no, that's now I'm catering to stereotypes. But the point is that why would somebody obsess on people who are gay? Unless they themselves are gay. Well, this is what the research finds. That when they showed these men who identified themselves as being straight, and said, you know, I'm totally straight. Okay, great. You're in the study. Now we're gonna wire your wanker and we're gonna check some stuff out here. And they showed them straight porn and they all got interested, shall we say. Then they showed gay porn. And the people whose opinion is sort of like mine, like, you know, so what? Somebody's gay, right? The people who had that attitude, or God bless them, or live and let live. The people who had that attitude, they were not aroused by the gay porn. But the people who were openly homophobic, the people who said, oh, I don't, what, sitting next to a person who's gay people getting married? Gay people in my shower? Those people, when they were shown gay porn, yes, they got the proverbial bulge. So now we have 6 good, solid studies done since 1996, all of them showing that homophobes, people who obsess on gays, are probably gay. More, you know, this is not a reflection on my last guest, because not all of them are, but most of them are. So, you know, now I think this is one of the reasons why homophobia doesn't sell the way it used to. Because in the 1950s and the 1960s, or still in some communities, in the African-American community to some extent, in the Mormon community, in some of the other fundamentalist religious communities, in the Anabaptists, if you raise your hand and say, hey, I'm gay, you're out. You're socially ostracized. So people who are wired to be gay, who are born gay in those communities, are afraid to raise their hand and become discriminated against, become trashed, become beaten up, become shot, become murdered. I mean, you fill in the blank, right? They're afraid to do that. The Larry Craigs of the world, they will say, oh, well, I'm actually straight, and I'm going to get married and have some kids. The Marcus Bachmans of the world, in my humble opinion. And so they live this straight life and even produce offspring. But all the time, they're obsessing on those gay people. Why are they thinking of those gay people all the time? Because they're gay themselves. Come on, this is common sense. And it's good science now. So my point is that young people now who know that they're gay don't try to hide it. They don't try to have these so-called straight lives. They just come out as gay.